Hey guys, Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com. Let's talk about Bitcoin being on 60 Minutes last night. Um, Not as exciting as it used to be when Bitcoin would hit the mainstream, but they did talk about it. My takeaway is how stupid Anderson Cooper is about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. It's like where has he been? I mean, all the questions were ridiculous. Everything it was all about money. The amount of money that goes up and goes down. I'm like, it's insane what that the rest of the world has no idea. What it did to me is it told me, oh my God, we are really, really even before the beginning of the Bitcoin cryptocurrency run. And why is that? The reason is because the beginnings of Bitcoin it was what, November, December of 2008, right after or during the crash of 2008. Had the crash been able to take place without the massive manipulation, massive flooding of the system with money, everybody would understand Bitcoin 10 years later. We would understand why it's so important to have a decentralized currency, why it's so important to get these deciders out of the way. Fiat money is a complete joke. The market rigging is a complete joke. We would understand all that by now. But we don't, because the market rigging continues. Every day, every trade, every market, especially the foreign exchange markets. We can take out China with the click of a mouse. We can take down their currency. We can take down their stock market, just like we do to Venezuela. We can destroy them with the click of a mouse. That is the control you have with computers and derivatives every single day, every single trade. So the reason that nobody knows about cryptocurrencies and how they can save us from this criminal system is that it has not been allowed to fail like it should have been allowed to fail back in 2008 or in 2001 or in 92, 93 or in 87 or in 79, 80 or in the early 1970s or in the 60s or in the 50s, 40s, 30s. Going back to the discovery of the gold in the Grand Canyon and the creation of the Federal Reserve System a year later. It should have been destroyed. So it's just going to take longer and longer and longer for people to understand that there is finally an alternative other than gold and silver. The first time in human history that the people have a chance to run their own system. Yes, there's a lot of criminals in there, and there's a lot of bad guys, and there's a lot of banksters. But it's worse. The old system is much worse, and they control the old system 100%. They only control this new system probably 50%. Price, they control 100%, absolutely. They can put price of Bitcoin to zero with the click of a mouse. It's that simple. But they don't want to, because the good guys within the government, the good guys who are trying to make this transition to a decentralized cryptocurrency type of world, want it to do well and will continue to support it if somebody wants to throw 5,000 Bitcoin at it like they did the other day. And that wasn't about destroying cryptocurrencies. That was about making some huge money in the derivatives market on BitMEX. Should there be an investigation? Absolutely. Is there not going to be? Absolutely. There's not going to be, because there's no regulators. There's the DOJ. For fraud and manipulation, you can go after people like that. I think they should. I think it'd be a good idea. Kind of open up the sounding board of we're not going to stand for manipulation in cryptocurrencies. I don't know if Trace Mayer's not your keys, not your crypto. His I think it's June 6th is his latest run to get your keys into your own possession. I haven't heard much about it. It might have been just a tweet. But every day should be the day that you get your cryptos out of anybody else's possession. Absolutely. So go to CBS News, 60 Minutes. They have a full, and it is funny because they talk about money laundering right before it. And of course they're going to go hand in hand with that. But Anderson Cooper is just an idiot. If he doesn't know literally anything about cryptocurrency, watch it. It's not a slam against cryptocurrencies. It's a slam against some of the people within it, some of the idiots who tried to skirt. Actually, it's kind of kind of a push towards more regulation within the cryptocurrency space. And I would say real regulation, not just regulation, because we haven't had real regulation in the United States for, we've had the cover up of regulation since probably the invention of the Federal Reserve System because of the gold in the Grand Canyon. That was the first cover up, and there's just been lies and cover ups ever since. And that's going to change. That's got to change soon. It might come with the crashing of Deutsche Bank. And Deutsche Bank is part of that money laundering story with Danske Bank. And remember, you cannot launder money without the full knowledge of the Federal Reserve System, the central banks of Europe, in this case, and the SWIFT system. $10,000 can't change hands without them being all over it, knowing exactly what it's for. And we're talking hundreds of billions. It's ridiculous. So, yes, it wasn't a hit piece, and it wasn't a puff piece. It wasn't anything, really. Charlie Shrim was interviewed. And, it's funny. Charlie always cracks me up because he knew he was an idiot. He was trying to skirt the rules. Crypto people get, so full of themselves, like, I don't need the Fed. I don't need to pay taxes. I don't need to do this and that. And then it's going to bite you in the butt every time. So, yeah, I think it's okay. It was an okay show. The thing that stuck out is if the rest of society is as knowledgeable about cryptocurrencies as Anderson Cooper, we are beyond the beginning days. We are before the beginning days. We are pre-beginning days. Because Anderson Cooper seemed to know absolutely nothing about cryptocurrencies 10 years later, which is amazing. And it's amazing that he didn't do his homework for this interview. It's like he was just, and you can tell it, they cut a lot of his stupidity out. But they do have an interesting interview with one of the Fed board members. The one, I forgot her name, but Anderson Cooper asked her about central bank manipulation. Now, they don't say illegal manipulation, which they should, and she just blows off the question and says, there's so much more safeguards in the Federal Reserve System because it's sanctioned by people that control your system. But Anderson Cooper is, I guess he's just dumb. I guess he's just dumb, or because he doesn't understand anything about it. Go check it out. Anyway, cryptos are fighting back from the manipulation. All the stop losses that got hit, all the margin calls pretty much need to be covered by now. So I don't see anything holding back from the 10,000 next run to 10,000 between now and within the next couple of weeks. Could be in a couple of days. It could be in a couple of weeks. Could be a month. But 10,000 is the next run up. 8,000 is a big number to get past, and clearly the massive manipulation down to 6,000 and the flash crash was a sign that somebody's scared to death and they want to get out of a short position and end up going long, and that's what we see now with cryptos. Bitcoin getting right back up to 8,000. I would expect over 8,000 by the end of the week, and that once it hits over 8,000, 8,200, and it's accepted by everybody, there's not going to be another flash crash. It's going to run to 10,000. That's the next stopping point. Stopping point is in people talking about it, taking profits. Remember, there's no weak hands in at all. It's just traders and big manipulators who are fleecing these traders. And don't let any trader say, oh, yeah, I called the top and the bottom and the top and the bottom. And don't let anybody tell you that, because they're lying. They're just flat out lying. That's all I got to say on that. Litecoin's holding up at $90. Bitcoin, if you guys can get your hands on some Veritasium, Reggie's got some announcements starting in June, supposedly. And there haven't been many Veri announcements in a long time, but he's doing a lot of partnership work on them in the background behind the scenes. So I think Veritasium will have a nice little run here in June. And you don't want to buy while it's running. You want to buy early, right? $19. You want to buy while cryptos are down. I don't know why people get pissed off when cryptos go down, because that's the time you want to buy. Then again, if you're looking for short-term gains, yeah, you're a trader. I love that word, trader, meaning trading cryptos back and forth. But it also has that connotation of a trader. You're a trader against the crypto cause by selling your cryptos. It's a fun one. Trader. All right. So hopefully everybody understands cryptos are very early stages. Very early. Watch the 60-minute show. Watch the questions that Anderson Cooper asked. I mean, it is literally very very early. If the rest of the population in the United States thinks the same way Anderson Cooper does, we got a long way to go, my friends, and they'll all be getting in when they understand that the old system is the problem. Cryptos aren't the problem, it's the old system. And if you want to get in the new system, please start using your Life app. Life app is free to download, free to use, and you get discounts at places you already shop, and you can convert them into cryptocurrencies. What else do you need? Do you want me to walk over and do it for you? Give me your phone. Come, just give me your phone. Okay. I downloaded the Life app. I'm at Banana Republic. I want, I think it was Banana Republic was on here. I want 5%, 5.4% on top of all the other coupons I have. Here you go. Buy your gift card. Boom. Scan it. Done. And then convert it in Litecoin, and you get some Litecoin. That's free. There's no cost to you. It's just you saved purchasing via your phone, and then you convert to crypto for free. Anyway, you want to do that right below this video. There's a link, and sign up. And those of you who have already signed up, start using it. It's free money. And I forget sometimes too. I do. I went, and Amy does too. Amy forgot we were doing some, plane tickets with Southwest. And she got the plane tickets, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I'm like, wait, did you use the Life app? Oh, I forgot. Amy. It's all right. I wasn't mad. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff to use it for. Again, right below this is the link. Download the Life app and use it for free. Save money, convert to cryptos. That's all I got to say, because that's all this thing does. Save money, convert to cryptos. At places you already shop. It's BixWeir, road to road.com. Talk to you later.